Hello, everybody. It is me, Hailemariam Mamo from Ethiopia, and presenting my research entitled Understanding Effects of Socio-demographic Characteristics on the Mental Health Literacy of Urban Adolescents in Ethiopia, a cross-sectional study. I am a PhD candidate in the School of Public Health, KIT Jimbitub University, India, Odisha, in Bhubaneswar. Currently, I am from Ethiopia, doing my data collection and ready to come back to India within shortly. So I'm presenting here. My study outline, study presentation outline looks like a glimpse about Ethiopia for those of you who might know, who might not know Ethiopia well. Background and purpose of the study, material and methods, result and conclusion. Just as a glimpse, the study area Ethiopia is located in Horn of Africa. Ethiopia is the second populous country next to Nigeria, having 120 million plus population. And Ethiopia has some particular historical and cultural points that we need to know. First, Ethiopia is origin of mankind. I know some of you know that we all are from Ethiopia. So as far as archaeologists, the oldest archaeological discovery is from Ethiopia, Lucy. So that is very historic discovery from Afar. So second, Ethiopia is the only African country with its own alphabet or scripts. No country in Ethiopia to have, in Africa to have this their own script. Most of them use Latin, but Ethiopia has its own script, what we call it Amharic script or Ge'ez, and it has also its own numerical scripts. And Ethiopia is known for origin of coffee. Coffee is originated from Ethiopia, and Ethiopia is known for coffee ceremony. And Ethiopia is the never colonized country in Africa, and is the only country defeated European colonial powers. And the notable defeat is the Italian army in March 1896. So Ethiopia is the only never colonized country. Following that, Ethiopia placed the establishment of African Union, and it is the headquarters of African Union is in Ethiopia and Addis Ababa. And Ethiopia is the origin and contributor of the largest river in the world. 86% of River Nile water is from Ethiopia, and Ethiopia is known as the water tower of Africa. And Ethiopia is currently building the largest hydroelectric power in Africa, an electric power dam in Africa, which is currently this. And Ethiopia is known for an athlete, Ababa Bikila, who had scored a marathon record on barefoot in Rome. So these are some particular characteristics, historical and cultural features of Ethiopia. And when it comes to the study background, cognitive and social skills of individuals about health information and practice is emerging as prior focus of public health efforts and health intervention programs. As a result, health literacy in general and mental health literacy in particular for mental health context is very important. Health literacy is basically defined as extent of motivation, knowledge, ability of individuals to obtain, understand, appraise, and use health information and healthcare services desirable for proper decision. Mental health literacy and as an integral part of health literacy, but evolving as a separate theory and concept, and as one of district public health priority areas is defined as individuals' cognitive and social skills expressed in terms of knowledge, belief, attitude about mental disorders, ability to recognize mental disorders, risk factors, causes, professional help available for treatment, help seeking and self-help strategies, and how to seek mental health information, and also includes help seeking intention and anti-stigma attitudes toward this form with mental health problem. Adolescents' mental health literacy increases adolescents' motivation and ability to perform physical, mental, as well as psychosocial activities, and also it increases interaction and to cope up with changes and exercise reasonable autonomy in order to acquire mental, social, and physical health. It is imperative, thus it is imperative to emphasize adolescents' mental health promotion through mental health literacy for multiple reasons. First, the nature of adolescence as a developmental stage makes this age group as a priority for public health scholars, researchers, and policymakers. Second, the onset of many mental health problems and disorders often occurs in adolescence, and the prevalence of chronic illnesses associated with mental health problems and their associated factors increases in adolescent populations. Third, physical, cognitive, emotional, and behavioral development during adolescence is critical to the lifelong well-being of the individuals. Thus, developmental processes shape health-related behaviors and skills. Consequently, mental health during childhood and adolescence significantly affect the health outcomes of the next generation. Therefore, early interventions and understanding of level of mental health literacy with their associated factors is worthwhile to improve and to understand health information and ensure good health even in later life. Adolescents are a priority target for health behavior studies. Their mental health literacy and effects of socio-demographic characteristics are largely under-researched with rarely available empirical evidences. For that matter, socio-demographic characteristics are known to determine health outcomes, including mental health and other associated factors. Therefore, the study examined effects of socio-demographic characteristics on mental health literacy among urban adolescents population in Ethiopia. Materials and methods. Cross-sectional survey was conducted from April to July 2020 among urban school adolescents in Dredon, a multicultural and diversity hub city located in eastern Ethiopia. Participants were selected with systematic random sampling proportional to study population from grade 5 to 12th grade, with an age range of 11 to 19 years in public and private schools. Pilot study was conducted and sample size was calculated to be 565. However, 934 samples were taken considering design effect and dropout. As a result, 80.14% of them participated with 2.14% of missing. Pre-existing and validated self-filtered questionnaire was used. After revalidation, statistical analysis was conducted using SPSS version 23. Independent test and one where ANOVA were used to test effect of gender and other socio-demographic characteristics. The cutoff point for statistical significance was taken at p less than or equal to 0.05. The sample size is determined proportional to the subsidies and school types as public or government, private, and junior versus secondary. So this is a number of samples proportionally selected from subsidy 1, subsidy 2, subsidy 3, 4, 5, and so forth. and number of students from government schools 579, and from private schools 355. When we add this from junior and secondary schools, from junior and secondary schools, and totally we find this 933 samples. So result, mental health literacy level was found lower with significant mean score difference across socio-demographic characteristics, except for age and further education level. Independent tests to indicating the dependence of mental health literacy on gender and age group conducted. So the mental health literacy level for late adolescents within age 17 to 19 years is significantly different across male and female. So it is very significant. However, there is difference in mean score of mental health literacy for male and male across early adolescents and middle adolescents, but it is not significant. Therefore, the mean score difference were significant for a group of by education, by ethnicity or culture, by religious affiliation, and by maternal education level and gender for late adolescents within age group of 17 to 19 years. However, age group and parental or further education level, paternal or further education level did not have significant effect on mean score of the health literacy level, as clearly shown in the next step. So here we can see the age group and further education or paternal education level has no significant effect on the difference in mental health literacy score. However, grade level categorized as upper elementary, lower secondary, upper secondary, ethnicity categorized as Amhara, Oromo, Somali, and others, and the religion categorized as Orthodox, Muslim, Protestant, and others, and mother education as labeled as non-educated, elementary, secondary, and college and above has significant effect on the mean score of mental health literacy. So this age grade level, ethnicity, religion, and mother education contributes for the difference of mental health literacy mean score. To conclude, mental health literacy was low with significant mean score difference across socio-demographic characteristics, culture, ethnicity, religious affiliation, school grade, and parental education, specifically for mother education of respondents were significantly associated with the level of mental health literacy. The study implied that assessment of mental health literacy and interventions development need to consider these characteristics, these socio-demographic characteristics, to prioritize mental health promotion, targeting groups through mental health literacy, promotion of mental health and mental health services through this mental health literacy requires culturally congregate religious affiliation, practice-oriented programs in order to achieve the goal of improving mental health outcomes in general and mental health literacy in particular. Thank you so much for watching and for your attention, and wish you all successful conference and stay safe. Thank you very much. Thank you.